The North Bay went dark overnight in what PG&E calls phase 1 of its emergency shutoff plan. Right now, people in Alameda, Contra Costa, San Mateo, and Santa Clara counties are bracing for phase 2.
We are live with complete coverage. KPIX 5's Ann Makovic is in San Jose, where the second round of shutoffs are about to begin, and Jackie Ward is in Sonoma, where PG&E pulled the plug hours ago. Let's start off, though, with Mary Lee, who's tracking the dangerous conditions right now.
That's right, Kenny. So watching the dry offshore flow, and right now light conditions, but we are going to see the winds pick up as we head through the rest of today into tomorrow. So wind gusts right now, even up in the hills. Just looking at wind gusts in Mount Diablo at 34 miles per hour. Mount St. Helena just 29, SFO 24, Half Moon Bay 17 mile per hour wind gusts. Santa Rosa 15 and 12 for Saratoga. Again, as we head through tonight, we are going to start to see those winds pick up. So that red flag warning in effect until 5 p.m. tomorrow for the North and East Bay Hills and Valleys, the Diablo Range and Santa Cruz Mountains. So up in the higher elevations, up in the hills, gusts up to 45 to 55 miles per hour, and with low relative humidity values, extreme fire danger. So taking her through the afternoon, the winds start to pick up, but I'll show you on Futurecast, taking you hour by hour, and when we'll see those peak wind gusts coming up. But let's send it over to KPIX 5's Ann Makovic live at Avaya Stadium in San Jose, where PG&E has set up a resource center for those affected by the shutoffs. Ann?
Yeah, if you don't have anywhere to go and your power's out, this is one of the places you can go. We're still waiting for the power to go out here in parts of San Jose proper. We're looking at East and South San Jose. That could happen at any moment. But I just want to show you around what they have available here. They've got porta potties. They've got several layers of security here and security guards. And let's go inside. Let me not trip over my microphone cord, but I'm going to go inside and show you what they have. Water, free water available to everybody. They have PG&E representatives here where you can ask them some questions. And here, the almighty power cords that people are going to want to get their hands on. This is where you're going to be able to charge up your phone if you don't have any other place to do that if your power goes out. The city is also opening up a couple of their own resource centers right now. And we heard from city officials earlier this morning. They said that they're sort of taking this as they go, but city services will generally not be affected when it comes to garbage and water, but they say they did express some disappointment in this whole situation with PG&E.
We would like to see PG&E make the investments in the infrastructure they need, so this is not something that they have to do with a wind or fire event. And we sympathize and empathize with the disruption this will cause for thousands and thousands of residents, especially in terms of traffic and medical devices.
Now, we visited a nonprofit veterans home here in the Alum Rock neighborhood of San Jose this morning, where they're making contingency plans to store about a dozen freezers and fridges worth of food in a rented trailer. They also have generators to continue basic services.
We'll make do for the duration, and we're kind of used to it because we've been in the military. Naturally, we had to go out and bivouac out in the wilds, jungles, you name it. So we're prepared. You
just didn't think you'd have to do that here?
No, not here.
Yeah, they rented this huge refrigerated trailer for the outage, costing about $2,000. They are going to put the frozen stuff in the back and then a layer of plywood and then the refrigerated food, and basically hope it's all going to hold. That's about 6 months worth of food, they say. This resource center is going to be open until 6 p.m. The city's resource centers will be open until 8 p.m. and they say they'll keep them open as long as these outages continue. Live in San Jose, Ann Makovic, back to you.
And thank you. The power shutoffs also impacting schools today. San Jose's Alum Rock School District closed 19 campuses today and will also tomorrow. Meanwhile, San Jose State University is also monitoring these outages but does not anticipate closing. We have more school closure and resource center information at the bottom of your screen and on our website, kpix.com.
All these outages are in place to prevent this. A 2-acre brush fire broke out in Mill Valley last night. Fortunately, crews were able to stop the spread quickly. PG&E wasted no time turning off the power in the North Bay to prevent any more of those close calls. KPIX 5's Jackie Ward is in Sonoma with how people are handling the blackout. Jackie?
67,000 customers in Sonoma County woke up without power this morning, but in downtown Sonoma, the day must go on. Among the dark, empty streets in downtown Sonoma, Basque Boulangerie was a beacon of dim light, flaky crust, and caffeine for locals and tourists alike.
I just wanted my coffee from the boulangerie.
Bakers worked through the night up until the very moment the power was turned off around 12:30 this morning to make sure people could enjoy a fresh pastry.
The fires, it was the same thing. We were open, and well, it's because all the locals are really supportive.
This couple is from Charleston, South Carolina, and say they are here trying to escape power outages due to hurricane season.
If I were to live here, I'd certainly have a generator and probably an escape plan if a fire did start, just like we prepare for the hurricanes in Charleston.
And for those who have lived here for 50 years, the outage is an excuse to reconnect.
Well, it's just another occasion to celebrate all our friends and the community. We're a tight community, so we take care of each other.
But downtown certainly looks different today. No school, no gas, no working traffic lights, and limited places to get groceries that don't require refrigeration. Even the city buildings downtown are running off generators. Some told us it's frustrating, especially when the winds were at bay last night and earlier today.
Here we are getting involved in corporate activity with PG&E and everybody else, so it really makes life very difficult.
While we don't know exactly when they'll turn the power back on, the Sonoma Valley Unified School District isn't taking any chances. School is closed for the rest of the week. In Sonoma, Jackie Ward, KPIX 5.
Chopper 5 was above the highways earlier today with a look at the backups on Highway 12. Power outages are hitting traffic signals too, forcing drivers to move carefully through every intersection.
Chopper 5 also captured crews working frantically to install generators at the Caldecott Tunnel, which officials say will stay open. The power system includes backups for future shutoff events. 4 custom-built generators will stay out in the field for the duration of this high fire risk season. The project costs around $6 million. More permanent generators should be installed by spring of 2020.
This is a new normal, I think, for California moving forward. And so now having a third redundant system, which will be that generator, will help us to ensure that this Caldecott Tunnel remains open at all times.
And the power outages can also affect your drive times. Here's Gianna Franco with some traffic tips.
On days like today, we typically focus on what's happening on the freeways. However, because of the power outage, it's the surface streets that will be heavily impacted due to defective traffic signals. So what do you do when you roll up on an intersection with the lights out? Well, here's some things to remember. No signal lights, treat as a four-way stop. Flashing red, treat the intersection as a stop sign. And if it's flashing yellow, make sure you proceed with caution. And of course, look both ways before you head into the intersection. Drive safe.
A new social media video to show you. A Napa Walmart was picked clean of supplies. More empty pallets from Santa Rosa to Vacaville as people stock up. And take a look at this display. This is at the Emeryville Home Depot. Those shelves are usually stocked with generators, but they're all sold out this afternoon. We are your source for the latest information on the PG&E power shutoffs. You can find a complete survival guide on our website, KPIX.com. And of course, we will also have you covered on air tomorrow morning. Catch us for an early start to our morning news at 4 a.m.